Well, hello and welcome back to the Tao Manifesting Tarot, the audio edition, the edition that is exclusively performed, presented for people who want to manifest better. And we do that in a couple of ways. First of all, you're just going to see this one picture on your screen. That's it. For the 12 or 13 minutes, whatever we have here, that's all you're going to see. And the reason is I want to keep the visual distractions down to a bare minimum. When you're looking at a screen, any screen, you are always a spectator, never a participant. And because of that, that kind of slows down, stops maybe your imagination, because you surrender your imagination to what you see on the screen. Short term for a movie, not a big deal. Alrighty? But long term, this becomes rather critical. You lose your sense of imagination, and if you lose that, you lose your ability to manifest. Alrighty? The other part of this is I want to take a look below the surface. So you're not going to get a typical tarot reading interpretation. I want to inspire you, because if I can inspire you, if I can light that flame inside of your soul, that will enhance your imagination and allow you to manifest much more effectively. So that's the goal. Let's begin. Bottom row, center card. That's where we start, because that sets the tempo, the mood. It is the Oracle card, A Fork in the Road. Now, I don't know how big of a screen that you have, but if you have a large enough screen, you can see that there's all kinds of directions being indicated all over the place. It's not simply a choice of two, it's a choice of many. You're at that fork in the road, you're there to make a decision. So, what do? Well, at this point, let's go to the bottom row. All the way to the left, it's the Eight of Swords. Swords are thoughts, ideas. Ours and other people's. Anyway, the upshot of the whole thing is that the Eight of Swords says you feel a lack of direction. You feel powerless. What you think, what you believe is entrapping you. And you're allowing it, because this woman, she's standing on a stream. That's significant because water is always emotion or intuition. She can tap into her intuition. She can feel her way through this Eight of Swords, but she hasn't. Also, she hasn't removed the blindfold or the bondage. As you can see from the picture, the swords are not holding her in. It is really her own choice not to see, not to move, not to feel. Maybe she's almost kind of numb. But the Eight of Swords always talks about self-restriction, feeling powerless. Actually, what you're doing is not believing in yourself. You're taking all the input, combining it in your own story, and you're trapped. You got to have strength. That's the next card. You got to have strength, fortitude, to be able to move from this. This is what she needs. She needs to, at some point, the Eight of Swords gal, say, you know what? My feet are in this stream, indicating my intuition. Let me follow what my gut is telling me. Now, I don't have any proof at this point. I don't have any guarantee at this point, but I'm going to trust myself. I'm going to have strength enough to trust what my deep voice is telling me. And one of the first things that it should tell you is to have compassion for yourself. You put yourself in this position, but not voluntarily. You're staying there voluntarily because it's easy, it's convenient, but you can move from it. You have the strength to do it. And again, the next card over is the High Priestess. High Priestess talks about intuition, the subconscious mind. There's too much input. You cannot now separate fact from fiction. But you can choose to do nothing. That is, of course, the typical Eight of Swords. But you know inside you have to listen to that inner voice, that gut feeling. It's the only way you're going to escape. And in fact, the final card on the bottom row is a Six of Swords. You see the boat, the man moving away from a bad situation to what you see in the forefront there, some sort of a retreat, an island, a safer place. But he's also, along with his passengers, taking 6 swords. The things that he knows firsthand are true to him and them. He's not into lying or deceiving himself, not into that at all anymore. He's past the 8 of Swords, he's now in the 6 of Swords, and he is moving forward to a better place. That's his goal. Let's go up top. Page of Cups. Pages always change the storyline. And so up top, all the way to the left, the card there is the Page of Cups, and the page brings creative beginnings, good news. And the Page of Cups is, the gift is always small. It's nothing big. Somebody observing on the outside would go, so what the hell is the big deal? Well, like the small, let's say mustard seed they talk about in the Bible can grow into a huge tree. Same thing with what the Page of Cups offers you. It is self-love, self-appreciation, self-worth. That's what's going to change everything on the bottom here. Instead of that stinking thinking for the 8 of Swords, you need the strength, you need to follow your intuition to be able to move on. You have a decision to make. And that first decision is to be good to yourself, be fair to yourself, value yourself. And I know I bring this up almost in every reading every day because it is one of life's essentials, and yet we diminish its importance. Next card over, Page of Pentacles. Again, pages change the storyline. Pentacles are things that we value, not simply money, but the stuff that money can't buy, the stuff that really matters. Time. You can't buy more time in your life, right? You can't buy love. You can't buy happiness. You can't buy friendship. You can't buy connection. You can't buy self-respect. You can't even buy health because we all die. So what the hell does money do? Well, it keeps the people who have it in power. It lets them control every aspect of your life. As you see, they began, obviously, it goes much farther back than that, but obviously 3 years ago, when they began to really tighten down the screws. And they're turning that screw more and more and more, taking away all of your rights, all of your freedoms, all your responsibilities. So the Page of Pentacles says, stop. Stop. Value yourself. Know what is important to you. Page of Cups says, love yourself, be good to yourself, value yourself, support yourself. You're looking for love in your life, love yourself first. You'll attract that vibration. Same thing with the Page of Pentacles. Value yourself. Know what is important to you. It doesn't have to be a big, long list. It can be a very short list, but it's critical. If you have no set of values, you are completely lost. And that's proven by the next card, the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, or three of anything, always tells me we're talking about mind, body, spirit, the three aspects of any human being. We pay way too much time on the physical stuff. And it's the stuff that's unseen that is most deeply felt and the most profound. And so the Three of Pentacles says, find your core set of values. On your terms, not anybody else's terms. Don't let anybody tell you what's important to you. You know in your gut. Remember, we're going back to the High Priestess. You know in your gut what's valuable to you. And the final card up top, all the way to the right, Six of Wands, it's victory. Wands are positivity, enthusiasm, the joy of life. Being a participator, not simply a spectator watching the game be played out in front of you. You want to get on the field. You want to have some impact on your life. Page of Wands says yes. And you tie that in from the bottom row, the Page of Swords, where you're taking what you know to be true for you and moving on to someplace better. The Six of Wands says you will be victorious. All you have to do is make the effort. All you have to do is use the Strength card to move out of this situation where you cannot make a decision. You are stuck. That's the problem. Just like this person in the Eight of Swords. She is voluntarily stuck. She didn't put herself in this place. Society did, her upbringing, early programming did. But she's staying there. She's choosing to stay there because it's safe. It's comfortable. She's used to it. And even though it's unpleasant, even though it hurts her, I'm used to it. It makes a big deal for us, unfortunately. So you're at a fork in the road. And the last card is this one, the vice versa card. And it is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups says, whoa, you're daydreaming, wishful thinking. But if you take a look there, cups are things that we are attracted to, things that we feel connected to. And so Seven of Cups is leaving this person completely confused, completely lost. They don't know up from down, from left to right. It's procrastination. Easy for me to say. We're going back again to this Eight of Swords situation where you didn't put yourself in this place, but you're staying in this place. You don't like it. You don't want it. You know it's not right for you, but, I'm used to it. Well, that's not good enough, and you know it's not good enough. You've come to a fork in the road in your life. It's a split decision. Which way do you go? Or do you go at all? You know your gut is saying that you're going to have to move from where you are. You're going to have to. There is no option. But it's which way do you go? That's the tough part. Follow your intuition. Follow the High Priestess energy. Go on like that Six of Swords to a place that is better. By loving yourself, valuing yourself, being kind to yourself. You can do this. Six of Wands, victory, it's here. But you have to make the first move. You cannot stay as the Eight of Swords. Alrighty, so that's the reading for today. Another fantastic tarot manifesting reading tomorrow. I hope you're here with me. If not, between now and the next time you and I have a chance to do tarot together, peace and blessings. And today, do at least one thing, something that is inspiring.